one probe mining on him. That's how many freaking bases he has right now. And I really don't see any way for Memory to come back in this game just on sheer economy right now. He did set up that base, but it's just Jangbi has just way too many bases. And to top it all off, basically the only thing that could save Memory right now would be some spectacular play and Jangbi making some mistakes. But Jangbi has not been making those mistakes. He's been playing really well. He's been taking some risks, but basically, it's he's in a position where he can afford to take risks. He can afford to throw his army away because his army comes back in twice the time, or sorry, half the time that Memory's army does. So yeah. Although I do want to say again one more time that Memory has been impressing me. He's been playing a lot better than I do definitely expected him to. Um, since I have never seen anything too impressive from him before. But the fact is that right now most of CJ's players are slumping, so they didn't really have anyone else to throw out for Ace, and it's also a possibility that had Memory kind of in the hole as their Ace sniper. He might have been practicing strategies for this map specifically, so maybe that's what was going on there. Oh, Arbiter coming in the back. He's got his forces grouped up for a recall. Are we going to see a recall? There's the recall right in the back of the base. There's nothing back there for Jangbi to really go after. If he goes after the factories, that could be pretty big, though. He might be able to... No, he's not going to be able to take out any upgrades. I think that Memory is actually at level 3 weapons already anyways. He takes out the command center, but that's not too big of a deal. I think that wasn't really the best place that Jangbi could have done that recall. Basically, what he's doing is distracting, though. And you know what he has done? Is he's forced Memory to bring all of his forces to the back of his own base. In the meantime, Jangbi is moving his army out into the middle of the map, taking some more map control. I wouldn't be surprised to see him attack one of Memory's expansions, probably the rightmost expansion at about 12 o'clock. So he can basically pick off that expansion at will while most of Memory's army is in the back of his own base. And now he's not even going to be able to defend. The rest of his army gets stasis in the middle of the field. Some nice storms basically blocking. Oh, a ton of units just walking through the storms. Half of them dying. And this is looking absolutely horrible for Memory. If he loses that base there, he's going to be in huge trouble because Jangbi just has way too many bases. He's already in huge trouble, actually. And now he's going to probably... No, he's going to be able to save this base just barely. But in the meantime, lots of SCVs getting picked off there. Oh, mines. I thought the mine went well. Usually when you see mines going off near an SCV line, it's a big deal. But in that case, wow! Oh my goodness! Jangbi might pick off that command center. Oh, the SCV finally turns around and repairs the command center. That was very close. If he had lost that command center, there would be no way back for him in this game. But honestly, again, I don't think there is a way back for him in this game right now. There's just Jangbi has just way too damn many bases. They're probably both mining out of their natural expansions already, if they haven't already. Yeah, things just looking bad. Oh, Science Vessel's getting stasis, so they're not going to be able to A, see the cloaked units, or B, EMP those Arbiters. 5 Arbiters out now for Jangbi. And it looks like Jangbi's going to lose in Nexus, but again, not terribly big of a deal. Hopefully those tanks are... No, you need to target fire the Nexus. There we go. He's target firing the Nexus. He might be able to take it down. Will those... Yes, he does take it down. A couple last shots before the Zealots take out the tank finally. It looks like Jangbi's setting up for another recall. And again, at this point, it's just a matter of Jangbi just having the forces to spare to just throw armies in the back of his base just to cause a distraction, to throw more armies at his expansions and that sort of thing. Memory is macroing decently well, though. He does have a lot of tanks, but, just every time he brings out an army, those 5 Arbiters are just going to stasis the heck out of him. And, stasis and EMP going off simultaneously. 3 Arbiters get EMP'd, but one of them gets off a stasis right beforehand, though. So, both players... flying support units basically neutralized equally. But one Arbiter is still around, and there was one Science Vessel, although I think I didn't see, but I think the Dragoons managed to... Oh, very nice micro by Jangbi. I don't know if he was in pain. No, actually, that might have not have been micro. Maybe the Zealot was... I thought he microed the Zealot away from his forces so that the mine wouldn't do as much damage, but it's possible that the Zealot just saw the mine and went to attack it. Probably gonna get those... No, he doesn't get the Science Vessels, actually. I'm surprised he didn't camp his Dragoons over to get the Science Vessels. Although, Looks like he might have been trying to go over here to stop this expansion instead. Probably could have picked off the science vessels and then killed off the expansion also. So, you know, whatever. That would be funny if he should stasis those SCVs. That would be beautiful. Stasis them. Go for it. Stasis. Come on. Stasis the SCVs. Then they'd be basically blocking the minerals and not mining, and then he couldn't even bring over more SCVs to mine. Anyway, yeah. Memory's out in his main base. He's out as a natural. It looks like he's out in his tertiary. He set up a couple more bases, but Jangbi has every other damn place on the map, and he's going in for another recall here. And there's nothing that basically Memory can do about it. Recall comes in. If he takes out these factories, then that's game. I mean, it's already game. I keep saying if this happens, then it's going to be bad for Memory, but Memory's just pretty much hosed at this point, in any case. And now Jangbi in the back of his base, killing his dudes. Jangbi, I'm sorry, Memory fighting this off relatively well, though. Some of the Zealots stuck in the back. Ooh, Storm's evening things out, though, so yeah, this is just horrible for Memory. I almost feel bad for the guy. He's not even that good Terran versus Protoss, and he had to come out and face basically the best Protoss versus Terran that's playing right now. Well, one of the best, I should say. And another command center goes down. So at this point, basically Memory is still in the game because it's the ace match, and his team has been fighting for an hour solid. And it's, you know, when you're in that kind of a position, it just feels so horrible to lose the match. And so you just want to keep on fighting because you don't want to face the reality that you've lost. And but if he doesn't, the more time he spends, the more harsh it will be when Jangbi forces him to recognize how that he has lost. So it's just yeah, he should probably just give up as soon as this battle is over, because otherwise it's just going to be embarrassing. It's kind of been a trend lately. A lot of players have been staying in the game a lot longer than they really need to, just kind of out of honor, just to show that they can put up a fight. And sometimes they'll um, just try and like win the battle so they can go out with their heads held high, so they can just barely hold off the push, and then they'll GG or something like that because they know they're gone. But yeah, players really just trying to stay in there for a long time, and a lot longer than is really necessary. And those two probes in his main finally almost mined out of Jangbi's main. Memory has now lost all of his expansions that were mining, so there's not a whole lot he can do. A couple pathetic attempts at doing little counterattacks, and finally Memory GG's now that he has no intake at all whatsoever. And Samsung Khan taking the match finally after I think like 2.5 hours or something like that of gameplay. Samsung Khan finally takes the game in what was a pretty good actually match for the final match. Not nearly as epic as obviously as game. That seems to be Samsung's thing today. The heart, Sork did a heart at the end of his as well. But yeah. So, and Memory looking pretty dejected there with good reason, having given up the match there. So, pretty big match for Samsung. They really needed this win, honestly. CJ not really up there in the standings. They're not really in the running for the playoffs this season. Samsung is, though. They're back in it after taking a heavy loss in the grand finals last season. They're back in it, up in the top ranks, fighting for first place for this season as well. So, good for them for getting that win. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. I very much enjoyed commentating this whole set. As you can see, I had a little extra time, so I was able to do the entire set, all 2.5 hours or whatever. Anyway, so CJ taking a losing bow, and we're going to see Samsung come out here in a minute. But I am done. I've been commentating enough, so I'm gonna head out here. So I hope you guys again enjoyed that, and yeah, thanks for listening.